Welcome back. It's me, Lou. So, right now it's 11:49 p.m., May 22nd, 2022. So, today I spent most of this afternoon just making custom action figures, and I just wanted to showcase one of the figures I made before I hit the hay and go to bed. I have a long work day ahead of me tomorrow, but I just want to talk about this while it's still fresh in my mind. So we're going to talk about this guy in the middle right here. This is a custom figure I made, and I didn't have any intention of making this figure, but earlier today I made this guy right here, a special custom G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra Commander. And in order to make this guy, I had to sacrifice a G.I. Joe Infantry Trooper, and I didn't want the body to go to waste, so I had to do something with it, and the end result was this guy right here. So this guy makes, he's like 50-50. He's like part Cobra Commander, part Infantry Trooper. So the parts of him that are Cobra Commander are from the waist to the neck. As you can see here, let's get this into focus real quick. Right, so as you can see right here, from the waist to the neck, this is Cobra Commander. What gives it away also is that, the Cobra emblem kind of has that silver piping on his uniform with the black scales, and that's from the Cobra Commander figure. The forearms are from the Cobra Trooper, as is the tactical vest. I had to modify the tactical vest because I wanted to show off the emblem completely. So here's the standard infantry trooper, and then I took an X-Acto knife and I cut out this top portion right there, just so you can see the Cobra emblem all the way without any compromise. And then the legs are Cobra infantry trooper, but the boots I think are from a G.I. Joe Gung Ho figure. I think these are Gung Ho's boots. And the reason why I wanted to use the Gung Ho boots is because, for one, it made the figure taller. And I wanted this guy to be slightly taller than the standard Cobra Trooper. Like, in my head, this guy is maybe like the squad leader. That's why he looks so different. Maybe he's a much more unique hero character altogether. But I knew that I wanted him to be different height-wise. And the Gung Ho boots are actually a little bit taller. So that makes him slightly taller than the infantry trooper, which I don't mind. But I also liked it because the boots kind of have a metallic finish on the face of the shin guard, which kind of ties it in together with the metallic finish on his faceplate. And speaking of the faceplate, I believe this head is from a Marvel Legends figure. I want to say one of the later releases of Taskmaster. So I think this might be a Taskmaster head. But one of the reasons why I went with this head is because, for one, it had a dark blue hood, which it's not a perfect match for the Cobra uniform, but it kind of falls within that shade of blue. And the one thing I like about this mask also, it kind of reminds me of the G.I. Joe Extreme character Iron Klaw. So if you're familiar with G.I. Joe Extreme, it was a short re-envisioned version of G.I. Joe during the mid-1990s, and the leader was not Cobra Commander. Cobra wasn't really in the cartoon at all. It was a completely different terrorist organization, and the leader there was Iron Claw, and this face kind of looks like Iron Claw. So, I mean, when I designed this guy, I kind of had to come up with some sort of fiction in the back of my head, like, who is this guy? Why does he exist? And then there was a part of me that thought, maybe this is Iron Claw, or maybe it's a descendant of Iron Claw. He's now joined the Cobra forces. Maybe he's a consultant. Maybe he's a leader of a specific Cobra terror cell. I don't know. But I dig this look a lot, and I wanted to use that helmet, so I slapped it on. So also, I kind of wanted to modify the harness also because, I didn't want this figure to look like it's basically the infantry trooper with a head swap. So this guy here, I wanted to add some bulk to his shoulder pads, and I did that right here. I bulked out his shoulder pads just a little just to give it, a little bit more meat. And I kind of wanted to deck out his uniform a little bit more, give him a little bit more accessories. So then I glued on some straps onto his legs, gave him a trio of grenades on one leg, glued on another strap, and then I took the holster off the back of the infantry trooper, and then I just glued it onto his thigh right here. So it kind of creates a different look. It's familiar but different enough. And in my head, this guy might be the squad leader, or maybe he's the captain of, the infantry troopers altogether. Maybe it's Iron Klaw himself from G.I. Joe Extreme. Maybe it's a descendant of Iron Klaw. I don't really know. But, it's just, I had to do something with this body. I used the mere act of removing the helmet and giving it to this guy and, swapping some parts left me with essentially a figure that was almost practically useless. So I just had to figure out how to repurpose them, and this was the end result. So yeah, this is my custom G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra villain. He's kind of menacing looking. I love the look of the mask. Like I said, I believe this is Taskmaster from Marvel Legends. It's really, really cool. I love the hood over his head. So yeah, I bulked out the shoulders here with the extra padding. Added a holster, the grenades, and I don't know, I just think it's a neat character. And right now, it seems like we've hit this long drought of G.I. Joe Classified series. I could have sworn that the Twins and Stalker were supposed to come out this month. But then I was on Amazon, and now it says that it's coming out this month, but of next year. And I don't remember that being the case when I pre-ordered it. And it seems like anytime Hasbro gives us a reveal of more Classified series figures, it's always for next year. We're not even into June of 2022, and they're constantly dropping all these reveals, but these are for figures that aren't coming out until the end of the first quarter of 2023. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if, there's been some sort of production issues because of COVID, or maybe they never intended the line to run this long. Who knows? But we're experiencing a drought of G.I. Joe Classified series figures. So for me, it's like I need my fix. So I ended up making this guy right here, and then while I was at it, I decided to make 2 customs. So yep, just trying to keep myself busy. I've been working on customs lately. I have a bunch of Marvel Legend ones that I wanna do a video on, but I want to do it right. I don't want to rush it. This was a different case. I finished this tonight, and I just wanted to talk about these now because it's fresh in my head. But I have some really, really cool customs I've been working on that I want to share with you, and hopefully I'll get around to that in the upcoming weeks. And I've said this before in other videos. If you don't dabble in customs, I highly suggest you just make a custom just once in your life. Find a subject that you're very fond of, or something that you have an affinity for, and seek out a character that, maybe they don't make it in action figure form yet, or maybe it's not the version of the figure that you really, really want. And just take a gamble, make a custom. It's a fun experience. It opens up the floodgates, and, you'll have so many, if you're inspired enough, the possibilities are endless, and you just want to make customs all day. So for me, I enjoy doing customs. I don't get to do it as often as I'd like. And my favorite versions of customs are the ones where I just swap body parts. I don't like doing a lot of stuff in terms of painting or custom molding or 3D printing. I like my customs to look almost kind of like stock figures. I want them to look like something that you could actually buy in a store. And most of the time, I think, at least in my opinion, I could get away with it. But, my figures, they're not necessarily perfect, but it's my collection. And for me, these figures kind of fills the gaps of, certain things in my collection. If I'm missing a specific look for a character, for example, this Cobra Commander here. I'm not very fond of the mainline release. You know, I think it's a great figure, but it's not the Cobra Commander I see in my head. So, you know, that's why I went ahead and made this guy. And this guy here, I just kind of made out of the sheer fact that I didn't want the spare pieces to go to waste. And the end result I thought was kind of cool. You know, it's like I said, this feels like he could be like the squad leader to the Cobra Troopers. Or he could be a unique hero character altogether. So, alright, well, I'm rambling. It's late. I gotta go to work in the morning. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with you. So, once again, my name is Lou. Thanks for checking this out. I hope you found it insightful and informative. So, until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. Alright, later.